Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
All right, come on.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Turbo 3, kick.
In motion, Hill. They'll get it forward to him on a touch pass. Fighting through. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready, shot. Shot.
Tua sets up to pass it. Just keeping the play alive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
20 TX.
Tua to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tua going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Ready. Now, ready, shot.
Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 73. Kyle Leviani. 63.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Good, set. 63. Hey! No touch.
Running left, it's Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Easy, 63, back. 73. Hey, 73.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Hey! Call that Yeti! Hey! 63. Call that Yeti!
Throwing is Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
No touch that. Out. No touch.
Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Great. Hey! Out. Call that Yeti! vieni. Delta.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready. Scat. Set.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do his thing. He had all sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see all season.
Ready. Get on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And just shutting him off there. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
73, 73. Hey, 73, 73. 73, 73. You on left.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts looking for Campbell downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw to Smith. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tua setting up shop to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Alpha, Alpha. Crowd left, Yeti. Delta.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 46 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tua sets up to pass it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
32 stinger.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. You wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Great, great, great.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw again. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts back to the same target. Campbell. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. 73. 73. Hey, 73. 73. Hey.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hey, crowd left Yanni. 63, 63, 63.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now down to 20. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll go on the ground. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration. 2nd down and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so